Well, good evening everyone. Welcome to Le Mans Ultimate Betrayal. As I try to do a bit of iracing. Well, to be honest, whoa, that car was not using pit limiter there, right? So let's go straight to the race server and see how it goes. Let's not have a phone ringing mid-race. Alright. Headset is filled, well, filled or whatever it's called. Full battery, so I can unplug that and we can load. I found this race lab app. Well, found. Michi said he was using it, so I thought I could try it. So I have a little bit more information than previous week, so we can actually see what session we are in and so on. Anyway, it's covering stuff. I see not too many people here in this event, but well, previous week I got instantly destroyed by everyone. I qualified last in my first iRacing race in years, so hopefully it goes a bit easier today. Good evening, Robert. And yeah, Dan, I will be doing, if you're still here, a bit more LMU soon. Well, on Sunday, in fact. So let's hope all the volumes and everything like that is fine, and the engine in iRacing is not way louder than in LMU. Otherwise, I will adjust the volumes. If all goes correctly, I will have done 5 races in 3.5 hours. Let's hope no crashes, well, no PC crashes, no in-game crashes and everything like that. But I think iRacing is kind of working half smoothly, with a couple of weird freezes now and then. Yeah, this is the Suzuka short, or whatever it's called. Suzuka West Bend or something like that. And this is the LMP2. Although from driving it in the corners, it feels absolutely the same as the GTP cars, so I don't know. Not sure if it's the... what's it called? Like when you go to a different country, all people kind of look the same. Here I go to a different sim and all the cars feel kind of the same. Hypercars, GT3s, prototypes, everything feels the same.
Practice is over, head on in.
But anyway, quali is beginning. So yeah, it's gonna be LMP2 for first race, and then we will do some Fuji with the GT3, with the Ferrari. After that we will do IMSA with Hypercar, around the full Suzuka. And then some more Fuji with GT3s. That's the plan. And then maybe I can gain 50 iRating per race, and I'll be up to 150 in one evening. That's... a lot of wishful thinking, but well, let's see how it goes. I mean, there is some highly rated people in there, like 5.5k iRating. I hope those letters are kind of visible there in the overlay, otherwise I can resize. But here we go.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
First lap, like in LMU, is a bit slower, I think. This corner is so weird. Sometimes I understeer into the grass. Sometimes I just don't have enough entry speed. 43.2, that's alright. I clipped the grass with the rear left. Still gonna be a marginal improvement, but looks like P3 for now. P4. Yeah. PB was 43.0 because I did some laps before, but well, I cannot really expect myself to start doing PBs in quali session, so that's alright. Yeah, Damian, that's... I mean, I guess relatively they do. Probably GTP creates more downforce because it GTP goes 300 plus. Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, doing iRacing is quite different than doing Le Mans Ultimate, so I was quite stressed earlier, but I mean, it in the end it's sim racing, right? It's just go into the server, do quali, do race. So we are P5 on the grid. If we stay P5, that's good for irating, I suppose. I guess that's what those numbers mean in the overlay. Power versus handling. Yeah.
Next time by, line up on the right side. Pit road is closed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, Daniele. Actually, I don't even know if this is a rolling start or... there's a safety car ahead, so it must be rolling start. One thing that is really... like, that has to click when you go to iRacing is that it feels like the car is just rotating around some point which is like 3/4 to the rear of the car. It just rotates around that point, and if you load up the fronts, it will not do anything. It just doesn't help with the rotation. All you need to do is feel where that kind of point is around the 3/4 to the rear, and kind of dance around with that without loading up any tire. And it kind of clicked a little bit. I just started turning 3 times less and suddenly went faster, and well, a lot to learn still. Hi Yoyo, the leader decides. Yeah, I got surprised last time because the people just accelerated and I was stationary and, or like, not accelerating yet when I did the IMSA race previous week, so I need to learn a bit. Yeah, Nicholas, I mean, it is kind of similar in Le Mans Ultimate as well, right? Actually, I would need to check how the exact BOP is between the classes. But I think in LMU the hypercars are a bit slower, especially in low speed. But yeah, it's a problem because for the whole life I've been trying to feel for the grip and like adjust the steering through a corner to what I get from the car to get best corner. But in iRacing, that thing which is very important in RF2 is, well, deadly. So it's hard to unlearn something and drive it differently. Ah, nice, Joao. Yeah, crazy, or however to pronounce that omega letter. I mean, unofficially I would agree with you, but here I'm just trying to
About
make
to go green, stay
some
focused.
fun and have some good races, so it's possible to have fun in iRacing as well. Yeah, I will never I mean, today probably I will not learn how to do these starts yet.
Green, green, green.
I was ready for green, but they still accelerated away. Yeah, I want to turn more, but I'm already hearing that the tires are scrubbing. Is that an overtaking opportunity? Too far. I mean, if you ever drove the new GT3s in R Factor 2, they have kind of a feature in lower speed corners. Well, the tire model has the feature that at some point, if you want more rotation, you need to brake more instead of turning more. So it kind of is not too unsimilar to this, just that here you can never turn in any kind of speed of corner. This track feels a bit too small for these cars, to be honest. Yeah, this understeer, I cannot get to the apex, because I try to turn in like normally in RF2 when we race this track, but here nothing happens. I just get the sound effects. That's a bit wide, but a better exit. The graphics is not great. Actually, I have increased the saturation a lot on the stream camera to make it look more normal. I hope I didn't overdo it. But when I was watching the stream preview, it felt as it was like almost grayscale. So I needed to add a bit of colors. Hi Pete and hi Jake. Alright Jake, I mean I was expecting that now, but it still tricked me into not reacting. Maybe I wasn't looking far enough. Maybe I just reacted to the car ahead, which was reacting to the leader. Is that a double apex corner or something? I think I just need to trail brake very, very deep into it. But if I trail brake deep into it, then I will touch the grass. Oh, where is my delta? Why does the delta always die? It's a weird feature. Yeah, like Jack says. We tried to get into IMSA esports. Unfortunately, we were 37 milliseconds short. which is not too bad for such a tight pre-qualifier. And having bought the Porsche GT3 car during the qualifier, so... But yeah, we will with Jesper try to do some special events, but then of course we need irating. Well, Jesper has some kind of nice irating, 6k plus. I'm still at 3.3. That guy ahead is doing a really wide line. I don't think that's faster, right? Jake, the last time I drove Suzuka, it was like this, just that it was only you ahead. Well, directly ahead. Yeah, race room is a weird one. It handles really weirdly. I mean, supposedly it's kind of half RF1, half something else. But it's kind of even older than iRacing. What a train we have around here. Hopefully some battles ahead. But I don't mind a bit of a more of a peaceful start to the stream compared to last week, where race 1 was straight into a huge pile up around Watkins Glen. Also a funny story, in practice session for this event there was an Oscar Piastri with 5 point something K irating in the practice server. And then I wonder how many Oscar Piastris there are registered in iRacing. We're literally doing exactly the same pace. Yeah, there was even no letters, it was just Oscar Piastri. So maybe there was a different Oscar Piastri with the account before the F1 Oscar Piastri registered. Or maybe it was the Oscar. Or for a moment I was going to do the full Suzuka layout. When I entered that fast uphill left I was like, well, long corner ahead, and then it clicked, alright, it's the short layout. I hope I don't get tricked by brain when I do the IMSA Suzuka later, which is the full circuit. Pumping the throttle like this is probably very bad, but I don't know what else to do. Oh, that curb is quite flat. In R Factor 2 it's much more aggressive. Or maybe I just need to be like 70% throttle out at the last corner and very slowly increase it to 100%. Unfortunately, it is the only overtaking opportunity, so since I don't have it nailed, it's hard to prepare a move. I'm barely turning the steering wheel, but the car is reacting as if I'm doing like full lock. I don't get it. Was a wobbly moment for the car ahead. I cannot get the power down. You're coming to Maastricht, nice. And Pete, I have not seen them yet. Was it in Discord or on his social media? That was a good exit. On Insta, alright. Oh, I'm picking a bit of slipstream. What is going on with that netcode ahead? It almost feels like the curbs don't really produce much of grip loss. As if vertical overload didn't... as if the vertical overload isn't that costly when you're bouncing up and down. But like left to right overload is very costly. It's quite weird. Feels very soft. Is that a first gear corner? Probably the first gear is too short. Why is the... I need to fix the HUD or the UI. It's overlapping, I notice it now. I need to remember this is iRacing, so let's try not to netcode into the car ahead. I got quite close into T1. Yeah, first gear kind of works, but the guy has perfect exit every time. Well, about tires getting hot around here. I mean, again, I'm not... like, I'm barely turning in. Like this, like I would like to turn 3 times more. Maybe I need to artificially increase the wheel range, like I sometimes do in the Man Ultimate. I'm so afraid to put the power down because I went into that grass on the left side so often during the short practice. Is this close enough? No, it's not. He has the tow from the car ahead as well. I was closer at the apex, but he pulled away again. How many more laps? I guess 3 or 4. Ah, there we go.
Clear on the left.
And that's a P4. Let's see if P3 is possible. I think 2 more laps. Hi, Kari. I believe I'm overheating my tires less than the cars ahead. The reason for that is that I close in through this corner.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Well, this was the last chance, I suppose. Well, I tried to scare him a little bit. Didn't work, but alright. That's a P4. Oof, my FFB.
Really well.
FFB is too stiff. I think, like, there is not too much movement in the steering wheel in iRacing compared to LMU, but issue is that the more you turn in, the stiffer it is, like even past the point of optimal grip. Like the more I turn, it's just centering spring, you know. So even if you're like on the limiter going maybe slightly above the limit, the force is increasing, so that's a lot more demanding than in, let's say, more modern sims where you have FFB that actually has a grip drop off, or like force drop off when the grip drops. Or maybe my FFB settings are wrong, but basically my FFB here is like a bit of Ferrari information combined with a centering spring and a bit of rumbling. That's how FFB feels here. Either way, plus 32 irating. I'm gonna take that. That's nice. So, well, I ignored my dear chat for quite a bit. Why only 12 people on the grid? I don't know. No idea. I guess now I can quit, right? And we go to... Wait, I have El Plan. Let's go to Fuji. And it's gonna be 1945, that's this one. Register. Continue. I hope I have registered for the correct session. Should be. That was a nice race. Curbs are still 2D at Suzuka. I mean, they felt like that. And iRacing discovered many stuff in 2024, and I hope they discover like a rubber tire compound with the next update. Does wheel range in LMU actually do anything, or does it depend on wheel lock setting? So if you untick if you untick the steering wheel range set by vehicle, I think vehicle set it says, if you untick that and adjust it manually, then it actually like you need to turn, like if you set it higher than the wheel lock in the car setup that you see in the last page, then you need to turn more to get the same. Like for 90 degrees you can set it like to have to turn more or to turn less, depending on how fast you like your steering to be. Hi, good man. Thank you for the feedback. I'm glad you like it. Am I going to try Automobilista 1.6? I have never tried Automobilista, to be honest. So I don't really know. Issue is, well, kind of requires substantial time to get used to a sim, let's say, and I'm more or less RF2 and LMU driver, so then even iRacing is like blowing my brain as I'm trying to get fast in it. So I'm kind of scared of trying. Ooh, that's understeering. No downforce. So I'm trying to get fast in Automobilista as well. Could be very tricky. James Baldwin testing. So that was the thing on Instagram. I have not seen James Baldwin yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out after the stream. Hi Shark Sandwich and hi Nicolini. Giraffe Povcam. Giraffe? You mean it's very high up in the air or what? Okay, long neck, yeah. You know what, the way that I set up my sitting position in an actual daily car is not too unsimilar to this. I'm like the head is almost hitting the roof because it's so like kind of upright in a way. Automobilista Infinite Grip. Yeah, that's how it felt from some YouTube videos for me. It was just like crazy downforce or crazy turning or tires not really having any drop off from slip angles. So we have to adjust our brake bias a little bit. Does any of you know where to shift with this car? Is it max revs or somewhere in between? The Ferrari in LMU and RF2 has a very early shift point. Yeah, LFM support is quite nice, but well, it depends if it actually gets many people into it. Not really sure how many players there are on average in Automobilista. This car feels stiffer than the LMP2, I don't understand. Hi Walter. Yeah, good man. Since ever, Automobilista felt to me as if it was not trying to be a sim, but kind of a simcade. I'm not sure if I'm doing it injustice with that. But well, here we should have now, I think 5, 6, 7 more minutes and then it's quali time. The rear is very snappy into corner, but understeer on the exit. Does that ring a bell? It feels kind of like in LMU on fixed setups, you know? Just that it's a lot stiffer and a lot less rubbery. Speaking of iracing, I cannot get the front to turn. But I guess I'm melting the front outside. Yeah, let's see the lap time. I did a 40 low yesterday, as I did a couple of laps. I just described irant copy. Jake, this is fixed. Today I'm only doing fixed setups. I tried to turn on that trailing so you could see the inputs on the pedals, but I noticed that this Race Lab app doesn't support that unless I pay, and I was not ready to quickly pay before I even test it out. Look at the delta. You just have to go slow and then you go fast. But you know what? This Fuji feels more realistic than the Le Mans Ultimate one. Also these anti-cuts are there, which have not been yet added into LMU. And these curbs are narrower. A nice air factor style of turn exit costed me 2/10.
New fast flat for you.
Single file races, Nicolini, copy. P3, alright. Well, the grid is not too condensed. Is this fourth gear? That curb is weird. I think I need to downshift to third during turn 2. I have no idea what the game wants me to do in the corners. Well, I heard a lot of tire scrubbing. I suppose that means that I overloaded the tires. Would prefer to feel it through force feedback, you know, but well, at least there is sound. Ooh. 2 more minutes. And then it's quali. Actually, no, it's... How is it? 3 minutes practice and then quali in iRacing. Shimon, I tried, I hope it's not Shimon, right? SZ is like Simon, yeah, Simon. Yeah, I tried to qualify in Hyundai and I gave up because I was just unable to drive that car. I don't know. Like, I tried a bit, went quickly through a setup, and no matter what I did, I have not had any rotation in the car. I tried to make it oversteer. I put maximum pressures on the rear. It was just not rotating. I tried turning less and all, but in the end I was still 1 second off the P1 in the leaderboard after 2 attempts, like two sessions. And then I said, well, if I need to do this for 1 more week, nice drift, and if I need to do that for 2 more months to go to Korea for that grand final, then I prefer to just do something else. The chances for me to get to the finals with that Hyundai Elantra touring car weren't good enough for me to invest crazy amount of hours into it. ACC people will be much faster there. But it's weird because, like, in AC, where that competition is, I mean, I think maybe I talked a little bit about that last time. I won like quite a big esports event there in AC, but it was in Formula cars, and Formula cars just felt like R Factor. I just could understand easily what the car is doing, but in the touring car, no way. So I just said, well, enjoy. No, well, Max Verstappen is correct about the way that F1 needs to be driven, right? So far off the potential of the tires, just not to destroy them in the long run. And that's exactly what iRacing simulates. Shame that the model breaks as soon as you go closer to 10% near the limit. Alright. I was about to completely butcher that corner, so thankfully the qualifying is about to begin pop top. Don't read the car and react, just drive as if you were blind. I'm trying. I'm trying my best to not do anything, but it's difficult. Yeah, I don't know about iRacing. I mean, I promised myself that in these iRacing streams I will not be flaming iRacing or like shit talking about it. But well, I'll try to concentrate on the good racing. And why is this fine now? Like there was overlap between this and this. And now there is no more overlap. Why? It's a different car. Ah, okay. It's a different car, of course. Let me maybe move it. Unlock, move a bit more down, and lock again. Yeah, this is first time I'm using the Race Lab app, so... Well, I mean, it's displaying exactly what I wanted it to do, so I guess it's working. Sully, what is it I don't like about iRacing? So, let's... maybe three things. One thing is that FFB feels... It feels worse than on my Hyundai Accent 20 years old road car. I feel more through that power steering that is on the car from 20 years ago. And the more I turn, like it's just a centering spring. There is no grip loss on the front. Like it just force linearly increases when I rotate the car, when I rotate the steering wheel. And that's not how it should be, because the more understeer you have, the more that front outside is melting or losing a grip, the less force you should have, but that's not what happens here. Next thing is the lockups, because the way, if you check Motec, the telemetry, how the wheel rotation, the steering, tires, like the wheels of the tires, how they rotate when you lock up, and when you unlock, it's just like linearly down, linearly up. It makes no sense. It's so silly. And the last thing is that it seems like the driving is all about the temperatures. It doesn't even matter what the slip angles are. It's just about not making the tires go above 50 Celsius on the surface, because then it already starts sliding, and that, to my understanding, that's how it is, and it's not that enjoyable. And every time I go from iRacing to R Factor 2 or LMU, I just get... Look, now it's flashing again. What is going on there? Anyway, fixed. So yeah, the FFB in LMU or RF2 it just tells so much more about what's going on with the car that it's difficult for me to enjoy anything else. But well, I grew up on R Factor, so that's where my thoughts are based. Walter, that's one strategy to put away the iRacers, but I mean I don't really want to be the guy that splits the sim racing community. I'm the guy that just wants all to be together united in a huge numbers in one best sim that brings together everything from like best of all worlds. That's the best long-term plan, and let's see what sim that is gonna be in the future. iRacing does a good job up to GT4. Well, to me, it feels like the more downforce I have, the better it is in iRacing. Anyway, qualifying. Nice traction control. iRent will buy MSG. Oh well. Can be good. Where is... Oh. Is that cold tires or is that hot tires? That felt like extremely cold tire, but at the same time it's iRacing, so probably the front right melted. And yeah, yo, about floating on the road. It feels disconnected from the road, or like it feels as if the tires are kind of not really made of rubber. Well, in my opinion, it still feels more connected than ACC in some cars, in some cases. Okay, that was a terrible lap. But one more attempt.
One more lap.
40.8. I can improve that. That short shift wasn't great. Not that great. 39.6 for P1. Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Either way.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
40.2. Okay. I keep getting confused by the delta as well, because now I had it on all-time best lap and I expected the session best, so... actually 40.2 is close to my PB, and it was a messy lap. Okay. I'm not cutting enough. I'm scared of cutting. ...2020 F1 car over the highest north curbs. Well, it could be just extremely safe setup to be able to handle the curbs. I don't know what this channel is for. This is Ferrari challenge indeed. Okay, I see. I see, Walter, about that extra grip. So the fastest car that I've driven here was the Cadillac GTP. I've never tried the faster formulas, so I cannot really comment. I remember seeing that they're talking about setups here while it's fixed. remember watching Michi drive that Mercedes. And I remember the challenge that some YouTubers, including Jimmer, had at Nordschleife. And yeah, that felt like it's absolutely squashed into the ground. And then, yeah, I suppose it kind of makes sense. Like, if it's the same as my observations during the previous race, which I did at Suzuka with LMP2, I said during the race that the car seems to be much more sensitive to overloading left to right than up and down. So like you can be bouncing a lot and the grip just doesn't go anywhere, but turn in slightly too much and you are just going straight. So yeah. Good lap time if it's Ferrari challenge. Well, I hope it's acceptable. I think 39s should be possible if I did more practice, but I feel like I'm all over the place. Like, if this was an R Factor 2 lap like that, it would be 2 seconds of pace at least. Oh, they have a nice... Can you see that in the preview? Probably not. It's like just I was watching some Formula Cars race in some screen on the left side, but then the camera moved. Well, let's grid.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
So if I finish in this position, I get 47 irating. Fuji turn 1. And I'm on the outside. Should I prepare for the certain death? I don't know how Fuji is in iracing. How is this waiting system here done? Is it like 2 minutes or does it fast forward to the actual formation if everybody grids with time to spare? Sometimes it felt like it just like now it's minute 30 into the 2-minute waiting time, but sometimes it felt in the past that it just jumped. Second one, I'm correct. Okay. Yo-yo sounds like a plan. Depends on all gridding. Alright. Well, we are going. Or maybe not. Yeah. I'm missing the radar app. I saw it was available through the Race Lab app, but it was, well, I would need to buy it, and it's like €5 per month or something, and that's a lot. I spent that on SimHub, and well, I could make an overlay through SimHub. Although, okay, well, for an average iRacing user, €5 per month is probably not the biggest of the deals. But I'm not yet in the target population for that, maybe. Let's see. Right, so now we are, what, waiting behind that pace car?
Stay focused.
And I need to be looking at the black car, right? When he goes, I go. Felt like the right lane just accelerated faster. Now I'm out of slipstream.
Car right.
Of course.
You're on the left. 3 wide. Car right. 2 wide. Pick up the course. You've got to slow down and give up that time. Clear on the right.
Well, now I'm losing 26 irating. Yeah, I don't think there was anything I could have done. Maybe I had at some point some space on the right side, but I prefer to be alive and lose 5 positions than risk it. Crew chief for spotter, yeah, potentially. Although I prefer the radar.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Left side.
Ooh, uh-oh. Oof. Why are you bumping me?
Clear on the left.
Well, I take the slipstream. Oh, bump draft, nice. Yeah, my brain was like my CPU now. Fully overloaded.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear. 2 wide.
Yeah, the spotter doesn't really tell you how far the car is, you know. The radar tells you exactly the position. So crew chief is not the best solution, I think.
Right side. Clear. Car right.
Well, that was a move.
Clear on the right.
Alright. P10. They were all in a big train on the right side and I just drove around. That was beautiful. Why is the standings not showing myself? And let's get the delta back because it died again. Yeah, that curb is so high, but the car just eats it. Now that guy is damaged, I see.
Car on your left.
I wanted to take the left side to get the toe, but he was squeezing me a bit.
New fast flat for you. Clear on the left. Car on your left.
Don't dive me, please.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Well, maybe there is a reason why he had the damage already. That was quite aggressive from him. Did that car ahead just eat the anti-cut? If I touch that anti-cut, I go into the space. Or is there a trick to go in such a way that the anti-cut is not touching any tire, but it goes perfectly under the car in the middle? Well, am I talking too well of iracing or what? I'm trying to give it a shot, you know. Trying. This corner feels exactly like an LMU. No grip, just wait for the corner to end. It's gonna be a beautiful tow.
Left side. Clear on the
All right. Oh, that's iracing things. Oof. Yeah, the guy keeps running over that anti-cut and he makes it work. How did he carry so much speed around the outside? I think I messed up the apex slightly as well. Come on, slipstream, do something.
Left side.
I wanted to go back to the left, check the mirror. That was a huge orange-blue car approaching with very fast speed. Well, he does lose a bit of acceleration over that sausage. I cannot get the power down there. Feels like I'm faster everywhere, but no idea what to do with the last corner. Yeah, there's a lot of I don't know. And Yo-Yo, well, I suppose they cool down on the straight. It's like the tires is like... The tires have a grip tank for each corner. Once you run out of it, you just need to wait for the next corner to get the grip again. Come on. Probably going into the last lap now.
White flag,
Yes.
stay smooth. Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh no, that's gonna be defending till the last corner.
Car on your left. Clear.
And a big dive incoming. Or maybe not. Luckily not. Oof. Well, that was a race. P7 in the end, but after how wrong turn 1 went, I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Take the
Check a flag.
36 irating.
Great job. You did really well.
Ooh. You know what? It can be iracing, but it was still a good race. You cannot deny that. I didn't get as much force feedback as I would want. Tires were melting. But it was an enjoyable race. George! Very hello, very welcome. On your left at the last corner. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to take it here. I really don't know. Yeah, slightly too late, but I will do some more Fuji later. Let me just quickly check what I drive next. So I noted down IMSA. Yeah, I will have a little bit more of waiting because I need some laps. This one. I need to first wait for the Fuji to be finished. But okay. Register. I will take the... Wait, I wanted to take the Cadillac. I tested with the Cadillac. That's so weird, like you click on it and it's just marginally more gray than the other. Like, I'm confused. I click on it, but I don't know that I have really clicked on it. Le Mans Ultimate UI is just so much better. Well, that's a subjective evaluation, but either way. Do I need to check for the results? I mean, we saw the rating already in-game, so... I suppose it's alright. What is your favorite GT3 and GTE car? You mean in general racing or in sim racing or in iRacing? Have I clicked already? I have not. What should I answer? In real life? Audi R8? Well, that's GT3, that's not GTE. To be honest, I never really saw much of a difference between both classes. I mean, it's the same cars, just that one class has a bit more downforce and no ABS and traction control. Well, it has TC, it doesn't have ABS. It's this... on outside I could not really distinguish the classes. So... Let's stick with the Audi R8 V10. And that would be even the favorite car in... a favorite GT3 in R Factor 2. How it drives and everything like that. Until Sector 2. Sector 1 is great, but Sector 2 already is... well, rears are overheated and then it's worse and worse. But no, normally lap 1 is alright. Lap 2 kind of. Lap 3 it dies. What is that loading time? I was complaining in the team Discord before. Like, people are complaining about RF2 and LMU loading times, but this is loading for ages. Like, it just loads. I mean, why are people complaining? Where do the people that complain about RF2 and LMU come from? Anyway, iRacing rain a little bit. Yeah, I have to give you that. Yeah, LMU rain is not really rain yet. Like, it's just a grip multiplier. It has to be fine-tuned a lot. Like, physics is there, but the fine-tuning and setting up the parameters and everything that needs to be done still. Okay, so we have this race in 25 minutes. And I will urgently need to use the room next to this room. And till then, I think I can just put camera onto a different Cadillac. Visually, it looks better in... Yeah, in LMU, the raindrops look horrible. But other than that, I don't know. Like the puddles in LMU are looking weird because they don't really exist. They are just there, kind of painted. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright. So I hope you guys were enjoying a bit of Cadillac VTEC, because I don't have a different explanation of what's going on with the engine sounds here. That's so weird. What's going on with the replay? Yeah, well, let's make some Cadillac magic. I hope I can remember from the 15 laps of practice that I've done before. I mean, it felt really similar to the LMP2. 80 kph. And that's a Ferrari. I'll let this guy through. I keep trying to like put some system of physics into my head, like some representation of what is going on with the car, because I just don't get why the car is rotating like it is rotating. It's like it was... Oof. Okay. It's like it was stuck to the ground at the center of gravity, and that was the only point of contact with the ground. And then the tires are kind of just, I don't know, thrusters that rotate it into, or like push it forward, or stop it. It's like, it's so weird. What is my favorite track in all of motorsport? Well, you might be watching it now. To be perfectly honest. Yeah, what is my steering? Like the grip, the force in FFB keeps increasing, but at some point it just, well, it feels like the front detaches. But yeah, my favorite track is early 2000s Spa, before the bus stop got butchered. I need to move the brake bias to the rear. After that it's Suzuka. So where is my brake bias? Let's take 49. Yeah, what is going on? I think I'm just over-rotating a lot, but over-rotating means... I don't know. Like, this is already kind of over-rotating now. The grip is just inexplicable sometimes. Here we go. Bonk. Alright. No, I promise it was going a bit better in the practice, so... maybe I was trying too hard now. But it just feels like sometimes there's the like infinite downforce, it just sticks. Sometimes then randomly the rear snaps. And sometimes it just is reluctant to turn or brake, and now it had crazy rotation on the brakes.
Car on your left. Clear.
It feels more agile than LMP2 here, for sure. And it rotates a lot on throttle until it sometimes suddenly doesn't. Quite unpredictable. What is going on there? Like, brake just stops working into Degner 1 and Degner 2. Otherwise it works. Here it normally stopped the car. Well, 20 more minutes to figure it out. Old tires are the worst. Okay. Is this cold tires or was this melted tires? I wasn't really putting much force onto front right. Well, Clark, I would every day of the year choose LMU if it was all about the physics and FFB and realism. But, well, sooner or later I would get bored of the content because, well, there is not that many tracks and that many cars. Unless there were some, like, career modes or championships and so on. And then in iRacing you just have so much content that even though to me it all kind of feels the same, it requires similar inputs. I don't know. Depends on what you want. What is my favorite classic race car? Ooh. That's a good question. Is Porsche Carrera GT already a classic car? Otherwise I like the first version of Dodge Viper, but well, I don't really know how they handle, like, just like as an outside motorsports fan, I would choose those. But from actual racing perspective, I don't really know. R8 is already vintage, oh no. Are we getting old or what? Oh, that was one loud curb. But you know what I would really love to have properly simulated? Early 30s Auto Union, or like, well, not sure when exactly Auto Union began to exist and properly develop, but maybe mid 30s, like those huge 300 plus kph cars that just didn't have tires to go 300, that were probably not flat out at any speed on any surface. Have something like that in sim racing, that would be such a blast, but well, you cannot race that car around Suzuka, it would be torture. You really need tracks like you had in the past, like Reims or Old Spa, Old Monza, where you have a lot of straights to really open up the power and not have to do these long sweeping corners for which you just need downforce or a light car. Internal combustion engines are already vintage. Oof. Come on! What is going on? I would like to turn more to make the exit, but then I would understeer even more. I guess it's melting, like front right is melting. I saw some reel on Instagram from Suelio about how to take those two corners, and I was inclined to comment on it. Well, that's how we take those two corners in iRacing specifically. But the amount of smoothness required is crazy. I'm struggling so much to get a lap together now. I need to focus a bit. Be more on the brake, less on the steering. Yeah, that was nice. Why is there a huge hole in that curb on exit of hairpin? Super GT, maybe. Not sure if I should take that curb on the right on the exit or not.
New fast flat for you.
So how slow am I actually? That's too much load on the front left again. 3/10's gone. I'm going on throttle too early, I think, and then I understeer. That bump is weird, like it just dips into the curb. That's not there in real life. Not sure what they scanned when they were 3D scanning this. I think it just melted, right? Like, I just need to go slower and it will be fine. Car could take more grip, or like, car is able to go a lot faster, but the tires is not able to go faster, so I just need to respect the meltiness of the tires and go slower. That's it. Offerman's game at Maastricht will use historic content. Let's see. Well, any info about that would be extremely interesting for everyone. But last year they had that, what was it? Ford Capri. And the kind of late 60s F1-ish car. At Maastricht I drove those two. I locked up. Why is it locking up there? You know what? I'm gonna take fresh... Wait. This is pit stop race. So what I need to do is practice the pit entry and check the fuel per lap. So like early here and just wait. That was a neutral balance, let's say. GT3 at Monza, God forbid. I hope I can get to go to those, what is it called, that old cars presentation, Interclassics or something like that. Why is that off track? So yeah, last year I had to miss Interclassics because there was just not enough time to check it, but hopefully this year, or like in January, I can look at it. So dear Motec, engine fuel. Do I have fuel per lap? 3.2, 3.26, 3.28. Let's go with 3.3, although probably I'll be fuel saving a bit more. I don't even know how long the race is. So lap is 143-ish. I guess we will calculate on the fly very roughly. Ah, Daniela, 3-day ticket, nice. Yeah, I don't know yet where, when I arrive. Last year Wait, when did I arrive? I think I went from home on Thursday, but I slept somewhere else and then did the Friday sleep in some other place. And then drove 2 hours to Maastricht because, well, it was 11 hours in one go and I have never driven for so long in a single session, so, or in a single day. So I just split it into 2 parts. But probably this year I don't know. Maybe I will arrive on Friday, maybe on Thursday. Yeah, Jacob was checking cups, but I was quite confused by what I saw. It was saying that it's not developed anymore. There was like a link to some Russian developer who Like, it was saying that send $14 to that account so that he can keep his iRacing account or something like that, and it looked a bit weird. And then again, Michi is using Race Lab, and I knew that I can get support from him if I will need it. So I'm checking this, but why is it again like overlapping? Anyway. To hot into the apex once again. I will learn eventually. Off track? Oh no. Was I actually off track, or is it... Yeah, I guess the rear was very wide. Anyway, 3 more minutes and then we are ready to roll. It just stops doing car things in the middle of the corner. I don't understand. It's so weird. There is less grip than as if I hit a wet patch or something. So confusing. That's an off track again. Twitch sub cost €5. I don't even know. I was checking the eye overlay as well, and that... Come on. Where is my grip? I guess it's waiting for me in the quali session. I was checking the eye overlay, and that one is like only Twitch. Like, you have to sign up with Twitch, otherwise it doesn't work or something, or maybe I was not reading well enough. Nice catch.
Clear.
I see Daniela. Nice to have a friend around there, so we can visit together.
Right side. Clear.
Ironically, my delta while overtaking the GT3 is kind of similar to clean air delta there. So I have, let's see, maybe I have 1 lap more practice. There you go, an apex. Do I have enough time to finish this lap? Should have 3 minutes. Okay, that corner was kind of alright. Oh well. Guess that would be a high 42 anyway. Leave and join, yes. I wonder if we will even catch the LMP2s within this 40 minutes of race, or however long the race is. Why is this loading so slowly? 38, 39. Is this normal? Well, at least the percents go up one by one. In LMU they get stuck and then jump by 30, and then if it takes a bit longer, I already want to control alt delete and restart the game. Is stream still working? It's working, nice. Alright, we are loaded. I'll put this to session best lap because that's what I'm used to. But look, these two things are now not overlapping anymore. I really don't get it. What is going on? Why is different session having a different layout? Or is this overlay moving around like the race lap? Ah, does it move up when I go into the iracing UI, and then it needs to leave like a bar for Windows at the bottom? Maybe that's the reason. That's weird. Okay. Quali time. Now we have a 6.9k guy ahead. That's good for the rating. So the recipe in iRacing is supposedly to make a relatively fast outlap without any scrubbing. But the issue is that I have no idea at what point the tires start to scrub. I can hear a little bit of tire noises everywhere anyway. As my brake bias got saved. Now again this is overlapping. The in-game and I don't get it. Brake bias 49.5. Was I a bit further behind before? I think I was. Let's make it 49.0. That is so loud. It might be related to the session. Oh, that's so weird.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Well, let's go. Yeah, the tires are still a bit cold, I think. So now I must not overuse front right in the spoon one. Well, took the wet line. I'll try to get the apex next try. Slightly deep potentially.
One more lap.
$40 to $8, alright.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
A lot better. And I have maybe a tenth to gain in the last corner. That was a good lap. 42-0.
Checkered flag.
Ooh. I beat the 6.9k irating guy, wow. That was alright. Quite happy with that. Hi Ankesh. Well, it's going alright. Stuff is slowly starting to click. Well, maybe it clicked 1%. I need to do 100 more. Well, 99 more, and then it's gonna be fully clicked. But well, that's roughly a year or two of iRacing, so... So race is 35 minutes. 35 divided... Well, 35 times 60 divided by... What was the lap times? 42. It's gonna be now 42.7, maybe? Well, 100. And 2.7. Gonna be 21 laps. Divided by 3.3 fuel per lap. Wait, what am I calculating now? So 21 laps. Fuel is... Where is fuel? Quali setup, right? What was the fuel? I guess we will calculate in the race. Still a bit of time to go. Let's see if somebody improved. Hi, Luis. Yeah, I mean, this race lap overlay has that as well, but would need to pay the couple of euros. I don't mind doing it by hand. I don't trust the overlays anyway, so it worked previous week at Sebring, so I hope it works here as well. It didn't work in LMU 2 days ago because I forgot I'm not the fastest class, so I underfueled by a lap as the LMP2 leader was behind instead of ahead as I was in GTEs. But anyway, that's quite close for the top 4. They're gonna be fast in the race. I'm gonna be scared in the race. So garage, 44.5 divided by 3 times 3 is... I can make 14 liters out of this, 14 laps out of this. Yeah, I can make that. And then we do 7 times 3.3 and that's 23 to add. And that should be alright.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
We untick these things. We remove... What did I say? 23. 23... And, well, I'm gonna put 26.5 just in case for now. And then if I feel risky, I will remove 3 liters. Oh dear, I'm the leader. How to do that in iRacing? I just go at some point, I suppose. Brake bias 49.0. Race lap calc is troll. I see, I see. IRFFB. Well, speaking of FFB, I would do everything to get a bit more feedback from the wheel. So, I've read people trying the IRFFB and saying that it's really good, but then some others say that it's absolutely useless, so I don't know what to think of it myself. Do we need to warm up the tires a bit, or I guess I copy what the cars around me are doing? Nice flames going out of the Porsche's rear. $90 FPS, oh dear. Maybe it feels a bit weird, but that's quite smooth 90 FPS. So P2 is weaving a bit. Okay. So supposedly the leader controls the pace now, right? So
get ready, going green.
So this guy goes in. Is that right?
Green, green, green.
I suppose so. Well, was a good start. Both tires. Where is my rotation? That was bad. Yeah, Jan, for sure better than 19. Well, I mean, I did a race with 35-ish FPS back in the days, but back then 35 FPS in RF2 was still smooth somehow. Oh no. I will need to concentrate so hard to keep this lead. And then if people behind me are faster, they will just over-save me. Or out-fuel save me. .43 at wet Monza in LMU, that couldn't feel too great. I see others are abusing the track limit a lot more on the exit. But well, I'm keeping the distance. I am scared. Should be on brake during the apex, but I was on throttle already. Okay, now I'm giving them the tow. But my last corner is quite good, you know. Keep pulling a bit of a gap. This corner feels so ridiculous. But if I put any more energy into the front right, I'm just gonna understeer. .9 estimated laps. I need to fuel save a bit more. Yeah, thing. I saw James enjoying a bit of all the sims. He seems to be having fun with Le Mans Ultimate. But yeah, at some point the whole Mercedes AMG, or like Mercedes eSports team, decided to start farming the irating. So it was him, Opmir. Well, that's about it. Like half a year ago. But now Jarno is gone from Mercedes.
Right side, clear on the right. Car right, clear on the right. Right side, clear on the right.
Feels so weird to overtake these GT3s here. Completely different experience than in LMU for whatever reason. Can I dive? I can. Oh, where has that car gone? What? Okay, lucky. I don't know where people in iRacing are used to giving the space. I don't even know where the people are in iRacing when the cars move left to right like that. Nice netcode.
Car right. Clear.
There is no end to these GT3s. Hope I get lucky when they end.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I didn't get lucky.
Clear.
Ah, P2 has a big toe.
car right. Clear.
There was a contact? 0x, okay. Okay, a bit of clear space now. But the cars in iRacing are just, I don't know, lagging around so much. It's funny because in ACC they're lagging back and forth. In iRacing they're lagging left to right. Not sure how they managed to do that. I'm burning more fuel than anticipated, I think. We'll need to take the extra fuel. I think I'm losing quite a lot through Degner 1. Maybe not using the curb properly. Well, the dark joke about RF2 would be that in ACC cars lag forward and backwards, in iRacing left to right, and in R Factor 2 they lag out of the server. Beautiful GT3. Ah, that gained me, what, 2 seconds of a beautiful gap. Very nice. Tire cooked. Hello, Marvin. P3 boxed, I think. Suzuka is very nice indeed. Would be so nice to be able to drive it in Le Mans Ultimate. That Degner one is so much nicer if the curb is taken, but sometimes it just induces so much bouncing that it's almost uncontrollable. I tested it in practice before and went flying almost a couple of times. It was crazy bouncing. Very smooth. I'm pulling a gap on Mr. Valencia. That's interesting. Not sure if he received some damage. I see that AutoSet thing has added a liter for me. No idea how that system works in iRacing, but 27.5 liters sounds alright or realistic. Well, thank you, Yo-Yo. Well, I hope the pace is alright compared to like other top-rated iRacers. I mean, probably I'm still half a second or even 1 second of pace compared to 10k irating people.
Right side. Clear on the right.
So, if I box now, I will avoid some traffic. I see GTEs are coming ahead. I need to box. And I will trust the system telling me to add 27.5.
Pit boxing 10.
I have 3,000, well, 3.4k.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
Well, I started the stream with 3,337 sports car iRating.
Okay, punch it.
So that is position lost. Okay. Interesting. Was that because I lost so much time in Degner 2? Who would know? Oh well, yeah. We tend to rather go fast in LMU with Michi. But yeah, iRacing is a big question mark for me. I mean, in some aspects it's a lot easier to drive. Issue is that there is no way to tell where the limit is. Except for doing hundreds and thousands of laps. Which I have not done. So because it just requires staying under the limit by 5%, whatever those percents mean, or 10% of some arbitrary pushing units. And then the car is of course nice, but yeah, because compared to LMU, there you just need to to be on the limit. And you can feel the limit, but here you cannot feel the limit. So 10 laps of fuel, I hope I'm fine. Ah, GT, nice GT. Don't understeer into me, thank you. Yeah, understeer moments like this, I just don't understand them. I guess P1 is yet to box.
Alright, clear.
He will get lucky again and I will get stuck.
Alright, clear on the right.
Not sure where people go around the GTs normally around there. Felt like around the outside is possible, but knowing how quickly front right melts, I just rather wait behind. Is it just me, or are the hypercars or like the GTPs relatively slow around here compared to other tracks?
Alright, clear on the right.
Did he want to give me space there or defend the inside so I don't dive? Don't quite understand. But well, he left me the space, so much appreciated. GTPs are slow because of low speed, yeah, makes sense. Well, that was an extremely V-shaped exit. Will I get that Mustang into 130R? Oh yes, I will. Am I severely overfueled or what? I really don't understand how Mr. Valencia gained like 3 seconds to me.
Right side, clear on the right.
So I guess I can touch that Degner 1 curb a little bit, but not any more than this. High GS. Well, FFB, like, I would even make a case that FFB is not bad, but like actually evil, and it would be better to have FFB off in some cases, because it's conveying the exact opposite of what it should, especially when it comes to understeer. You keep turning, you keep getting more FFB, but you should be getting less FFB. So it's exactly the opposite in some conditions. But oh well. You just need to learn exact percentage of input on the steering wheel and then you're fine. Which is not what I want from a sim, but well, let's see. They are producing new tire model, so maybe they fix it.
Right side, clear.
This traffic doesn't particularly like me. Yeah, banner, exactly. Thank you for the subs, guys. Much appreciated. Right, so 2 seconds to P1. I guess we have less than 6 laps to go. Yeah. Well, it was a dive around the outside, but grip is just about enough. I really had some good pace advantage over the current P1 in the laps before pitting, but well, maybe he was fuel saving. Ah, that's the bottoming that happens after taking 1 millimeter too much of that curb. A bit too late on the brakes.
Car right. Clear.
Was that guy without a rear wing? Yeah, he's boxing. Ah, thank you for liking my stream. Well, usually I stream Le Mans Ultimate and so on, but for the next couple of months, most likely I will do one iRacing stream per week. And then according to the title of this stream, I would have to gain like 250 iRating per stream, which is a bit unrealistic maybe. Well, it's possible today. If I win, I would get like almost 100. But obviously when I am 6k iRating, the gains will be much smaller. And then let's see how much better my pace gets with a bit more experience. bit more racing luck on my side this time. I think it was faster to stay behind compared to diving.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Oh no. I'm going for it. That was lucky. 1 meter less. And it would be too late. Yeah, that V10 tire, I really have high hopes of it, although not sure how much I should trust that it's gonna be good. Because let's say in ACC, when it went from 1.7 to 1.8, they were saying, well, a big update, they will do this and this to the slip angles, you will be able to play with the car more. Well, the driving was exactly the same. So let's see how that translates to iRacing. Yeah, I have overfueled by 2 laps or something.
Last lap. Car right. Clear.
So I will need some crazy luck with the traffic ahead.
Car right. Clear on the right.
That was too close for the netcode comfort, I suppose. Well, that's that's not the racing luck that I talked about.
Right side.
Oh dear.
Clear on the right.
Does he see me?
Car right.
Yeah, he does.
Clear. Car right. Clear. Right side. Clear on the
That was
right.
such a terrible luck, like, it... I don't know. If I was right on Pedro's rear wing, maybe I would... I don't know, he was like just marginally getting through everybody, and I was just stuck behind. But anyway... One last bit of understeer. And across the line with 7 liters too much. Oh dear. How was it?
There's the flag.
So
It's over.
I thought that I calculated
job.
that
Very
there's
good
gonna
job.
be 2, like 1 lap more or something. Maybe I assumed too fast pace, and then I thought that we were actually burning more fuel, but actually we were 1 lap less than what I calculated. Yeah, we did 20 laps, I calculated 21. Ay ay ay. GR. Oof. Well, that was a good race. 78 gain. That's quite beautiful. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Terence. Mr. TGM. So we quit and we... Where are you? We check the plan, so now... Right, so now I have a bit of wonder what to do. Because we have Ferrari fixed in 7 minutes, which I could do again now that I have a bit of feeling for it, which would be probably a good idea. And 1 minute after Ferrari fixed ends, there is already GT3 fixed at Fuji again. I'm gonna do the Ferrari and then I'll probably be out of strength. 5 races per day is quite a lot, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know how exactly this works. Like, it says 1945 to 2044 in this UI, but 2044 is when the timer goes to 0, right? It's not including the in-lap and so on, because in LMU it says like event duration, it kind of includes the in-lap. So when you exit, you actually know how much time you have, but here it could be like plus 2 extra minutes, and it was kind of. So yeah, if the next race finishes at 22:14 and then the next one starts at 22:15, that could mean that I cannot even make the quali, which is not ideal. So let's find the Ferrari Fuji. 104 people registered. All right. Yeah, let's do this. And then see if we have enough time to do the last one. I would have to register for that one during the Ferrari race, so that's not gonna work too well. Anyway, yeah, let's see. I'll do this one. I kind of enjoyed that Ferrari race before. Felt like I had some pace, but well, I got Fuji T1'd and lost 10 positions. But maybe if I do a better lap now in quali, I can make a nice top 3 finish. But there is a lot of people doing it, so let's see. I mean, LMU does not have low participation. I mean, low participation for me is like 15 people signing up, and that's it. And well, that's the case in during half of day maybe, but in the European evenings there is like 10 splits of people doing the beginner races and so on. Maybe 2 to 3 splits of intermediate, and for the special events it's like 2, 3, 4 splits. So it's perfectly possible to have some great racing. But yeah, this vehicle uses sequential shifter copy. So let's get used to lack of front downforce. You know what? This car actually, it kind of feels like R Factor 2, just that all the springs and the dampers and the tire pressures are all set to maximum allowed. Like super stiff and super non-elastic. Where is my Fuji mountain? Ah, it's there. I cannot even see it. Can I change the camera? No, I don't even know where the camera setting is. Ah, I see the whole Fuji. Nice. LMU Fuji is better. Even on lowest details.
Slow down. You got a penalty? We're cutting the course.
Like the mountain Fuji. still think that the actual track model is better here, even though they are both laser scanned, so I don't know how that works. So 2 races ago I put brake bias a bit to the rear. Not sure if I should do it again. 2 clicks. Is it bad to hear that brake squealing? Ah yeah, gold events, well, gold events are a bit of a meme. They are trying their best to convince people to attend the gold events, but I think everybody is just assuming that there is not enough people. But I saw on Tuesday that actually there was like a full split in gold. It's just about like maybe 10-15 more people, and then you get to that critical mass of people, at which then everyone starts thinking that the gold races are a viable option for some good action. But let's see what the GT3s and the official VR options and what stuff like that brings. And then there will be also private servers, and then I wonder what that means for online races participation. If there's some league racing, then more people will be doing a league and less people will be doing just the online dailies. So quali should be any moment now. Less percentage. Yeah, I meant moving the brake bias to the rear. I think it says brake bias pressure front or something. Let me scroll on a straight. Brake pressure bias, yeah, it's 48.7 front. It doesn't say front, but it is. All right, let's join. Grazie. Yes. Hi Oscar, do I have special color setting? So basically, with this camera, hello, I set, like, I opened the settings of this camera and increased the saturation, because it in the practice I mean I'm looking at the monitor, it feels a bit dull in iRacing, and then I looked at the stream preview in OBS and it felt like, well, there is barely any color, so I just cranked up the saturation and it looks a lot better. The green is actually green. Like, what you guys see is more beautiful than what I see somehow. But I cannot look at the OBS preview because obviously there is a lag. And other reasons, but liveries for LMU, I guess it will come together with that private server functionality. No worries, Oscar. But yeah, the brake bias things and the brake migration, it's confusing. Like in LMU it says brake migration and then like percent front. And then you put it like to 2.5 front, and then what I immediately thought was, well, that means that the brakes are kind of migrating to the front if you set that, but that makes no sense because in real life you are, well, mostly migrating to the rear to get better rotation into low speed corners. But then I got told that, well, 2.5 front just means that at 100% brake pressure the migration goes 2.5 to front, and well, at 1% pressure it's as it is in the normal brake bias. Not sure how iRacing does it. I think it was adjustable on the hypercar, on the Caddy, but I didn't even check how Caddy works with the migrations. Wait, where was the limiter? Ah, it's already playing that RPM bouncing sound, even if it's not bouncing, like the speed was still increasing, but I hear the brrrr. That's funny. It's a canned sound effect. Okay. Time for quali. Qualify. Yeah, the front left is already squealing a little bit. Although I don't know what exactly is wind and what is tire. I heard the point of the outlap is to bring the tire pressure and the inner temperature as much upwards as possible while keeping the surface temps down, but I have no idea how to do that. I make a nice sweep around the outside, have a great line out of the corner, and then the TC kicks in, and then all the gains are gone.
Okay, here comes your first time
Anyway.
lap.
Yeah, F1 on boards, I guess I roughly can feel that. Like this. At least it was not a cut. Missing the apex. Alright, well, apart from 2 bigger mistakes, it was a clean lap. But yeah, let's see
One more lap.
how faster I can make it. 40.7, and that's not great. It was way too early on the brakes, but I braked quite late. Not best again, but well, that's gonna be a 0.4. .5 even.
There's the flag.
I don't
It's
know.
over.
I did a 0.2 2 races ago. But I might have had maybe 2 laps more practice. Well, P4 is fine. Yeah, P1, P2 are just way too quick. P3 is possible. I'm on the outside again for the race start. So how are these splits made? In LMU it's fine that you have like which split you are in, it says. Pepe Marti. Is that the F2 driver? Well, I mean, Pepe is kind of a overall known name, so it... I don't know. No number next to it, so it could be the one. Again, there was Oscar Piastri in a practice server before I started the stream, so who would know if that's the correct one? No idea if those real life drivers are streaming or not. Laps entries. How to see if somebody is on a lap still? Apart from clicking around. I got pushed into P5. And this guy did not improve. Oh, big flight. Many people still on the laps. Is there any point in not going out as soon as the quali session begins? Other than a toilet? Alright. Well, grid.
One lap to green. Line up on the right side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
So P1 and P2 will drive into the distance, but we might have a good battle for P3. Happy to be on the inside. That outside into Fuji turn 1 is a very, very deadly thing. Yeah, and that's again, yo-yo, kind of a shame that a lot of real drivers gravitate to iRacing. They would all have a lot more fun in some other sims, maybe. Or some of them, probably most of them would enjoy Le Mans Ultimate experience. But well, obviously, here you have racing all the time. Every 15 minutes you can find something. So that's probably the biggest factor. Would be so beautiful to have 12k live drivers at the same time in Le Mans Ultimate. That would be quite a thing. Right. Should be green anytime now. And then I need to not fail the start again. Why can I not see anyone behind me? Well, now the Ferrari pops up. I think I have like 10 visible cars, 12? Anyway, off we go. That guy has blinkers on. Is that a feature? No blinkers anymore. I guess that's the pit limiter. And you know what's an interesting thing? 3 races and max incidents that I got was 2x for a very minor tap once. Hopefully we can keep it that way, or it's all about to change
About to go
with
green.
a huge
Stay
carnage
focused.
into turn 1. Okay.
Green flag, green flag.
That was incredibly clean. Oi!
Right side. Clear.
Well, that was not part of my plan. What happened there? Was it just the curb somehow kicking the rear right? Or what? That was so weird. Have to check the replay after the race, I guess. Somehow I just couldn't put the power down. And they were wheel to wheel and I was still losing the traction. Oh, that curb is weird.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Left
now
side.
3
You're on
wide.
the right. 3 wide.
Beautiful.
Left side. 2 wide. Clear.
Quite clean for racing without a radar. And no netcodes indeed. He covered it. I was dreaming of a battle for P3, but this is not going too well. But I see I'm still gaining 25 irating, even in P7, so that's fine. I don't defend thin air. And now he's defending every corner. That's not great. And I'm still completely useless out of the last corner. I feel like I'm doing an alright of a line, but not really working.
New fast flat for you.
Okay, now we have a run. Hi Rasmus. I haven't found the FFB yet. Is this legal? Weaving?
That was your fast flat for the session. Right side. on the right. Car right. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
Something was flying in my rear view.
Car on your left.
Car feels weird.
Clear.
Have I lost the rear wing? How do I know if I lost the rear wing?
Left side.
I didn't really feel any contact. And I'm not any quicker in the straight line. I'm even slower. Grip is there? Is that how
Clear on the left.
rear wing feels like? I don't think I have button for damage report. But yeah, this feels like I have damage. But I have lack of top speed at the same time, so I don't know how that works.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Left side.
But it's, well, 4 laps to go, it doesn't make any sense to box.
Left side. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
I'm getting it alive. What a swarm. How is it so simple to lose the rear wing? I don't understand.
Car on your left. We're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Clear. Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear.
So yeah, I guess I'm missing the rear wing, but how is losing rear wing worsening the drag? In RF2 and LMU you would have spun instantly, like in this kink, it would be game over. And you would be 20 kph faster in a straight line.
Car right.
Yeah, for the sake of the total race time, I'm gonna stop battling and just try to keep this P9. It's still +3 irating, which is obviously a bit worse than +40, which I would probably get if I could get near the podium, but... well, I was wondering about the incident points and if it's gonna stay safe. But this is so weird, like it doesn't feel like rear wing is really missing. Ah, copy. Well, luckily the engine is still there. But I thought that iRacing is kind of advanced when it comes to damage, like the damage model when you crash and the tires hanging off and bodywork bending and so on, but this is quite ridiculous. The rotation is nice though. I think I'm even faster in that corner, but I'm just not daring to go flat out. And I only have 4x incident. I thought you would get way more for such a huge crash that the whole rear would fall off. But yeah, indeed it doesn't feel like I'm missing the rear wing. It feels like I have like plus 30% of front downforce together with the drag that it brings. Well, maybe not 30% when it comes to aero balance, but like maybe 5% aero balance wise. What is the max? I guess max for one incident. The engine is missing. Yeah, okay. Copy. The rest of the power is coming from my hopes for a good future in iRacing. I mean, I will have gained, what, 150 rating from just 4 races today, so... If I drive 2 days per week, 4 races, I could get up to like 5k plus by the new year, but I'm not gonna stream everything. Maybe I'll just do one off now and then in the meanwhile. But if I had a bit more practice with this aero balance, I would have some pace, you know. This car is far from broken, it's quite nice. Finally it rotates in low speed as well. It's just a bit reluctant to put the power down. And it's a bit sketchy. But in low speed it's beautiful. I got to check the replay. I really wonder what happened. Oof. Alright.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Nice run. Solid work.
Solid work. Rear chase. Yeah, there is... No, wait. Far chase? Rear chase. What? Chase. Yeah, that's quite a lot of stuff missing from the rear. So, maybe let's first see... yeah, I'm quite a noob about the replay management here. I don't know... this is practice, what? So, one file is for all the sessions or what? So everything was fine, and then we arrived into here. Why? I was not even loading the car, I just like boom. Well, let's quickly put it to cockpit and maybe judge the balance. What? So, I had a little bit of load on the rear right, but it was not big load, and that curb is not That's terrible. And it's just... Boom. Okay. And then chase. And then we had... Was this Pepe Marti? Or was it the other one? I don't know. And then all was going well until... Wait, there were more battles, right? Not sure if there's a simpler way to check everything, but let me... Yeah, that was my demise. This was a big mistake to dive into there, but it felt like I have a chance. And because of this, we had the blue guy diving. Oh, that's quite a dive. Yeah, this red guy just got scared out of it. What a move from that other guy. That's crazy. And then we had a nice battle. I didn't really gain anything. It was quite soon, the incident, right? Here I... It's so difficult to go around the outside or the inside around turn 2 because of the geometry, but I had the run on him. He let me through. Yeah, if I had the radar, I would not have an issue. But here I didn't know if he was alongside or not. The spotter kind of said something, I think, and then I was like, here I hesitated. I went on throttle, if it's visible, and let's maybe move this thing a bit away. And then he got the run on the inside. And he was kind of ahead, but I dived. A nice switchback. And now let's see. I feel like, you know, if I was a drama queen, I would be uninstalling iracing now. This is so stupid. I mean, as if like 2 bolts held everything together on the back. Like bigger forces are going through there when I'm jumping over curbs and so on with downforce on. And then... That's so stupid, come on. Okay, well... They tried to develop a nice damage model. They tried. It kind of works, kind of doesn't. A Citroen 2CV, potentially. Is there a way to kind of move camera around a little bit? Yeah, that guy didn't even get a splitter damage. Like those, whatever these things are called. Fenders or, I don't know. But I had the whole rear missing. Okay, anyway. Should I fast forward through the whole crazy defending? Yeah, actually I should have kept defending because I actually had a chance. Part chase. This feels like it looks so ridiculous here. Like if I have damage like this, then I would be limping on the trackside. Should have dived for the apex. Yeah, anyway. Anyway. Well, it's quite a time already. Final rating. Sports car. 3487. So I gained 100, exactly 150 irating. You know what? If I went and won the Suzuka, if I didn't overfuel by 2 laps, and if I didn't have a mistake or like this terrible mess of a Fuji now, I would be that like at 250, and 250 times 4 is 1000, and then 4 streams per month, and it's 1000 per month. So it's doable. I can do that, but I could do it, but but not today. And obviously it gets more and more difficult. But dive planes, of course, dive planes. I remember that because there was an LMP2 fun thing during Le Mans Virtual Series. There was like a small update, and suddenly the aero balance was a lot more to the front, and the setup had to be adjusted and everything. And people kept saying, "Well, there was been no big update, but there was something about fixing the dive planes in RF2." Yeah, Ankesh, if I had 12k irating, I would be a rich guy. Maybe. I don't know. I hope I never have to go that far to farm irating till 12,000. Yeah, Ferrari fixed potentially. The racing is good as well. Yeah, I'm thinking that this has been enough for today. So my hands are a bit weak. My wrists will start cracking a bit. I already hear weird sounds. So I will say thank you guys so much for watching. I will be doing LMU weekly event, 2 hours of Le Mans on Sunday evening. It's gonna be a very nice race if we survive the turn 1. And until then, thank you a lot for trying to enjoy iRacing with me. And see you next time. Good night. Bye bye.